Max.
I'm IMAX.
And this is Film Freaks. What's going on, Tank?
Oh, you already know, man. Spring's ahead. We got a little snow on the ground, but we going for the.
We good, eh?
Getting ready to head to the summer. It's gonna be a beautiful
It's
time.
gonna be a cool summer.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a cool. I feel sorry for you Film Freak watchers because we're gonna hit you in the head all summer long with some serious work. You gonna get this work.
You gonna get this work.
You gonna get this. Nah, Tom. They need this work. You gonna get this work. You know what I mean? That's the way we playing this summer. You know what I mean? We like to thank everybody that's been watching all of the episodes so far. We really appreciate when we getting a lot of good feedback.
Do this for the culture. We do this for y'all.
Oh, we do it for the culture. I don't be following that New Jack shit. You know what I mean? Nah, but we've been having a good time, man. Just bringing y'all dope flicks, man. Foreign films,
right?
Hip hop, cinema, all that kind of stuff, man. That's what we into, man. We loving it, man.
And we do topics. We try to keep it topical every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this week's topic is kid films that aren't necessarily for kids.
Right. These movies that we're talking about today have kids in the leading roles, but this is not no Disney type.
Nah. This ain't Pixar, none of that stuff right here, man. These are some real gritty type flicks right here, man. So we're gonna go into the first film, which is 1986 Stand By Me, which is like a standard as far as like this kind of topic, man.
Rated R flick. This is rated R, so you know it's not.
Yeah. Directed by Rob Reiner, one of my personal favorites. I like Rob
Reiner. He's certified. He was doing good since All in the Family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fucking meathead. Yeah, man. Directed by Rob Reiner, starring one of the '80s bad boys, Corey Feldman.
Yeah, Corey Feldman. Will Wheaton. You know what I'm saying?
River Phoenix. Rest in peace, River Phoenix.
How about that?
Yeah. Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah.
That's the boy from what's that TV show?
Secret I did not that shit.
It was a TV show with all the friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did guest star on that show. I didn't really watch Friends.
I didn't watch Friends either, but yeah, he was on Friends. You know what I mean? This was based on a Stephen King
novella. You know what I'm saying?
Called The Body. So we're gonna go into the trailer for Stand By Me, and we can come back and get film freaky.
In all our lives, there's a fall from innocence, a time after which we are never the same. It happened in the summer of 1959, a long time ago.
Oh, man, wait to hear this. Wait to hear this. What is it, man? You guys want to go see a dead body?
When the night has come and the land is dark.
We interrupt to bring you an update on the search for the missing 12-year-old Ray Brower.
Kid's gone. They're never gonna find him. Not where they're looking.
And the moon is the only light we'll see.
You think Mighty Mouse could beat up Superman?
Mighty Mouse is a cartoon. Superman is a real guy. No way a cartoon could beat up a real guy.
Darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me.
We're gonna be famous. We're gonna be on every radio and TV show in the country.
I still don't think we should go.
If I can only have one food for the rest of my life, that's easy. Pez. Cherry flavor Pez. No question about it. And I could go someplace where nobody knows me.
We found him. We got dibs.
We better start running, Eyeball. They got dibs.
There's four of us, Eyeball. You just make your move.
You're dead.
For some, it's the last real taste of innocence.
I'm never gonna get out of this town, am I, Gory? You can do anything you want, man.
And the first real taste of life.
This is really a good time.
The most. A blast.
But for everyone, it's the time that memories are made of.
So darling.
Yeah, you know, that was Stand By Me, and that was actually based on Stephen King, his life. He actually went through something like that when he was a young boy. In his teenage days, they found a body, him and his homies. So he decided to write a story about it, put it together.
That's crazy.
That's why I was off the scene authentic. You know what I'm saying?
That was, I loved it because it had that adolescence feel to it, but it was a real situation, and I guess because it was a real situation.
Kiefer Sutherland and them was bullying them.
Yeah, they was in there. I love that part, man. There was like the big brothers, little brothers, and things, and I mean,
yeah.
It was cool, man. It was a cool flick, man. Stand By Me, in the song.
That's what.
Yeah, I mean, the song, it killed it.
It brought the whole movie together for that one moment where you was like, yo, this is a classic.
Yeah, that's a classic song right there for a classic film. You know what I mean? That was great.
Yeah.
So what we got? Something next?
Yeah, man. We got, oh man, this one right here.
Yo.
This is Star Study right here.
Pre-Star Study.
Yo, cause
I mean,
before
anybody was anybody. The next film we're going to pull a trailer up for is The Outsiders.
Yeah.
Check out the trailer for The Outsiders, and we'll be back. And we're gonna tell you all the mofos that was in that were dope.
The Outsiders. Pony Boy. Dallas. Johnny. Cherry. Soda Pop. Daryl. 2-Bit. Steve. Bob. S.E. Hinton's classic novel comes to the screen, capturing all the intensity, all the excitement, all the emotions of youth. The Outsiders, directed by Francis Coppola.
wow, yeah, that was The Outsiders from 1983. Classic joint.
Classic, man. This joint had everybody in it.
Now, who they had? Man, they had.
First of all, you got Matt Dillon in, who's like one of my favorite dudes, man.
Right.
I love Matt Dillon and everything, man. You got Matt Dillon, Emilio Estevez, Patrick Swayze, the Karate Kid. What's his
Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio. You know what I mean? You had Rob Lowe and Tom Cruise when he was a bum.
He was unknown almost.
Yo, he had a smack corny part in this, man, but he was in it.
He got Risky Business while he was doing this movie.
I can believe it. I really can. Risky
That's how early it was.
Yeah, that was that. We're gonna go in on some Risky Business later on, but
that's summertime.
That's hush hush.
Yeah.
But this was super dope, man.
This is based on a book by S.E. Hinton. It's one of them classic books when you was in middle school you had to read. You know what I mean? So they definitely made a classic flick of this.
I skipped that assignment.
Oh, see. I skipped a few myself. And a lot of the movie was cut out. So his granddaughter, Francis Ford Coppola's granddaughter, when she was in class, they read the book and they watched the movie, and it's like, you left a lot of the movie out. Why you cut it out? So he had to do a director cut just for his granddaughter. Because
that's crazy.
Just so they make sure like the book followed the movie that much more thoroughly. You know what I'm saying?
That was dope, man. This is like one of my favorite joints, man. I love this flick, man. I can just sit back in the late night and just watch this, man. Fucking Pony Boy, you know what I mean?
Pony Boy.
Stay golden, Pony Boy. You know what I mean? That's one of my favorite quotes, you know what I mean? You see somebody out in the streets, they about to ride out, and they don't say peace no more. You say, stay golden, Pony Boy.
Right. I forgot all about that, cuz. I forgot all about that.
That's my joint, man. But this was dope, man. It had like that dynamic, that whole like your people, my people, like West Side Story type of dynamic with
it was the Socials and the Greasers.
You know
I got something dope about that. On the set, the Socials, they was like the rich kids, the Greasers, you know, they was
like
the grindies.
Other side of the track type tip.
So the Socials, they stayed in a nice hotel downtown with, you know, room service. The Greasers, they had them in like a little road shop or a Days Inn with continental breakfast. They ain't even had, you know what I mean? Like they really had, so when they met up on the set,
they already had some
really
little tension.
Feeling tension. Like,
they had some little tension on them already.
So that's why it's so authentic in a movie, bro. You gotta really
this is a really good flick. If you never, I'm sure all of you've seen The Outsider. I'm giving you credit. But if you didn't see The Outsiders, you need to check it out.
It's a must see.
It's a must see. And anybody that didn't see it, you know what I mean? You can always come by the Film Freak Studio and we can all watch it together. You know what I mean? We about to be doing screenings and everything up in there. You know what I mean? So y'all can check all of this work out. You know what I mean?
Because some of the stuff we haven't even seen on the big screen yet.
Yeah,
So we're going to start putting that together so we can all enjoy it like we're supposed to.
Damn right.
Certified. Next to film, that goes right into our next film.
Yeah,
Super 8.
Super 8 is the next film. So check out the trailer for Super 8 and we'll be right back.
I've got nothing against your friends. I like your friends. Well, things have obviously changed for us.
I have to help Charles finish his movie.
Be good for you to spend some time with kids who don't run around with cameras and monster makeup.
Could you close your eyes, please? Yeah. And action! Guys, watch out!
An eastbound freighter derailed. What the cargo was on that freighter, we don't know.
I can't tell anyone. I know.
I understand you have concerns about our cargo.
Colonel, there isn't anything else that I should know, is there?
I can assure you the answer is no.
We've gotten calls from people who found local dogs, but the calls coming in aren't local.
Lucy!
It's like they all just ran away.
I've got property damage. I've got theft. I've got 9 people missing now. There are things happening around here that I can't explain.
We have to find this thing. I don't feel good about this.
Go!
I saw it. No one believes me.
I believe you. What the hell?
That was Super 8, 2011.
Mystery sci-fi thriller, directed and written by the J.J. Abrams. He about to get the great J.J. Abrams.
Yeah,
he got that
he in his bag.
Star Wars coming out.
He did Star Trek. He did this. You know what I mean? J.J. Abrams is in his bag, man.
Certified. This movie stars Joe Land and Elle Fanning, and it was produced by Steven Spielberg as well.
Yeah. I heard it was like a couple mashups of like some of his stories or whatever.
Well, you know what it was? It was actually a homage.
A homage.
This J.J. Abrams, he said this is a homage to Spielberg's 70s flicks like Close Encounters.
Back to that word again.
That's how we gonna learn together, you know what I'm saying? So
this was dope, man. I like the way they tied into like the whole alien aspect with these kids and stuff like that. And it was another underlying storyline with the kid and his mom and everything.
Right,
like that.
exactly.
That was a dope.
Two movies in one type thing.
Yeah, it was a really, really, really well put together film. I love Super 8, man. A lot of people didn't like it, but it harkened back, just like you said, to those old movies, just like the ones we're talking about, that I loved as a kid. And it was like, damn, it was like real cool to see kids inside these films getting into these kind of like adventures and stuff like that.
Exactly. It's just having fun in your own environment, just how things happen to fall in your lap.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Super 8 is definitely a flick to check out.
Most definitely.
I loved it. You know what I mean? It's nothing bad to say about it, man. Kids in real life situations. You know what I mean?
Because they actually auditioned 5,000 kids for this joint. They really because they wanted to get the
cattle call.
Yeah, they really wanted to get the most natural, authentic looking kids. So most of the kids is like their first time doing the joint.
Like that little young boy that did the special effects and stuff like that. And the young boy that blew stuff up. That's all he wanted to do was blow stuff up, man. It was dope, man. I really love this movie, man. It took you back to the old days, man. And it took me back to the next movie, Goonies. Who didn't like Goonies?
Goonies?
I like Goonies.
Goonies one of the best movies from back in the day, bro.
Listen, man, we gonna go to the trailer of Goonies, and when we get back, Tone's gonna do the truffle shuffle.
They call themselves the Goonies. They've stumbled onto a legend, but they're not alone.
Chunk, I hope that was your stomach.
No. That's the it. Sounds like Kong.
Discover what they uncover.
It was full of rubies and emeralds and diamonds.
The lost map.
Oh, Chris started the tunnel.
The secret caves.
Hey, Mikey! You can hear me! Run! Run! They're coming after you!
The hidden clues.
Mikey!
The treacherous traps.
Oh, Sheriff! That's a White House
Just like that last prank about all those little creatures that multiply when you throw water on them.
Take the oath. Join the adventure as Steven Spielberg presents The Goonies, a Richard Donner film.
That was The Goonies.
Hey, you guys!
Sloth.
Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
Rocky. Yo, man, that's a classic flick.
Yo, I watch this shit every time it come on. Every time I see it on TV, I watch it, man. I got it on DVD. You know what I mean? I always watch The Goonies. You gotta love The Goonies. Remember the video game back in the day?
I do.
Yo, I used to kill the video game on Nintendo and in the arcade. They had an arcade right around the corner. I used to play it there and at home. I was a fiend.
Arcade game?
Yeah.
Right around the corners.
And they used to play like the little Cyndi Lauper song inside the arcade. I love that John, man.
Yo, that movie stars Sean Astin, Corey Feldman.
Again, back. So Corey Feldman ruled the 80s.
Yeah, he was in his bag back then.
Corey Feldman ruled the 80s. He ain't shit now.
Nah,
but he ruled the 80s.
He was hanging with Michael Jackson and the whole nine.
Yo, he was in his bag. Who else is in this?
Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
His first job.
Yeah, Josh Brolin, who's like a beast right about now. He going to be in the new, what is it? Not the Avengers. I think it is the new Avengers. Yeah, I think he's going to be in
Age
the
of
new
Ultron,
Avengers.
don't you think?
Not the Age of Ultron, not the Avengers. He's going to be a villain in one of these new movies.
Something crazy. He probably going
I can't remember it right now, and I don't want to keep on harping on it, but Josh Brolin, Corey Feldman, Sean Astin, who was in The Hobbits.
Why, he what? Damn.
He was The Hobbit. He played Sam. He played Sam.
Sam and Frodo.
Sam. You couldn't have got far without Sam. Yeah, yo, so this was dope, man.
Listen, that pirate shit, that joint took 2.5 months to build. It was a real ship, no computer, you know what I mean? That's why when they went on the joint, it was crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when I really had it all rigged up.
Rigged up crazy. Sloth, his makeup, that eye, you know how the eye sit up a little crazy? That was a fake eye. That was a robot joint, and they controlled it with a remote control off the set.
Really?
Yeah. And they had the whole production because they got his face wet in one of the pirate scenes. They had to chill.
So they had like a dude like work. Who was working at Data? Booby trap. That's what I said. Booby trap. You know what I mean? Real hidden racism in this flick too. You know what I mean? They really went in on him like that.
And it was written by Steven Spielberg and Chris Columbus. You know, Chris Columbus, he do all the Home Alone Jones and all that. So that's why it's got that natural kid feel.
I love it.
With all of the chemistry between the kids. This is a supreme classic. Definitely one of the best flicks from the 80s, I must say.
Yeah, one of my favorites, man.
Most definitely.
One of my favorites. I ain't got nothing bad to say about The Goonies, man. The Goonies was that work all the time. Every day I check it out, The Goonies is that work. You know what I mean? And we didn't get toned to the Truffle Shuffle.
We saving that.
We saving that for another time.
We can't give you all the work from the beginning.
We owe y'all a kick step and we owe y'all a Truffle Shuffle. So y'all can put this in the things to do list for later on. You know what I mean? Didn't they do an uncut version of this?
Yeah, the uncut version. Because there's a couple scenes people might not know, but it's an octopus scene. I only seen it once myself on the YouTube tip. I had to look it up. You know what I'm saying? But I never actually seen it in the movie. But before they go to the ship, but when I Willie.
Okay.
It's a little octopus scene.
The octopus is like in the water.
In the water that they gotta fight. Exactly.
Damn. That'd have been a whole other dynamic to the film.
But they have yet to release a full uncut version of that movie yet with all of the footage combined as one. So they saving that to get some money out of it.
Yeah, they gonna juice this, and then I'm gonna wind up picking it up.
Of course, with the Blu-ray joint, they gonna save it for that.
Yeah, we're gonna wind up picking up. So that's super dope, man. Next film is coming up. This is like the real kid film that ain't for kids at all.
And we just finished watching this joint because I had to go back and do the knowledge on it again. That movie was crazy.
Yeah, no doubt.
It was crazy.
Check out the trailer for Lord of the Flies.
Miles from civilization. No sign of rescue.
It doesn't matter who's in charge. We've just got to work together.
A plane goes down in the middle of the ocean. There's no wreckage. Who's gonna find us?
They will discover more than they ever imagined. More freedom than they have ever known.
Why isn't anybody getting food or wood?
Man, you gotta stop worrying so much. We got it made. No parents, no teachers, no academy.
More power than they ever realized.
I'm gonna make another camp for hunters. You guys wanna have a little fun? We've gotta work together.
We've gotta take care of ourselves.
What's that supposed to mean?
What it means, Colonel, is that if you know what's good for you, you'll stop trying to run everything. Come on, hunters!
More fear than they ever dreamed.
There's something loose on this island.
We did everything just the way grown-ups would have. Why didn't it work?
Lord of the Flies.
That was 1990s Lord of the Flies. Dope shit.
Oh man, that's a crazy flick, man.
Yo, that was a real film. Like, that was like some real dope adaptation of a book and some real shit, man. Like, I read this book in high school. One of the few high school readings that I had to do. You know, they give you those little work assignments over the summertime. You gotta read this.
Pick a couple of these joints to get.
I actually read this one. I mean, that's when I was a good student. You know, before I got hanging out with this guy.
Well, and that's funny. I skipped that assignment, so I skipped that one. So that's why I didn't read this joint.
But Lord of the Flies was dope.
That was directed by Harry Hook, and it starred Balthazar Getty and Chris Firth.
Yo, I was fucked up over this flick, man, because these kids got thrown into a situation like like a castaway type of situation, and they reverted to like a savage self.
I'm still tripping off of them fight scenes, and they dropped the boulder on
the young boy. Yeah, that was crazy, man. That was a crazy flick, man. If you didn't never check out Lord of the Flies, you gotta check out Lord of the Flies, man, because that joint is crazy work, man.
Listen, man, they got a bunch of kids in it, but you know, like the original script had 70 times that they said the F word.
Really?
Yeah. I could really get, because you know you on that island, you gotta express.
And you kill kids when they not around their parents, they cussing up a storm. So.
Right.
Yeah, I mean.
And of course, this is based on the William Golding novel. You know what I mean? So they had a great, you know, like. That's why it was so dope, because the source material was so awesome that they couldn't help but make a dope film out of this. Didn't they remake this or something like that? Like a couple years ago, 2013.
Yeah. Nobody wasn't checking for it. I mean, but you need to check for this, man.
There was a couple shots. We were looking at it, joint like, yo, they put some real money into it.
It looked better than some of the stuff that's getting put out right now. And this came out in 1990, man. This was awesome, man.
That's what we say.
Awesome flick about kids in a crazy ass situation. And this is our last film of the day. Speaking of kids, man, the movie Kids.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the movie Kids?
I saw this in the flicks. I went to the movies and seen this.
Well, we're gonna show the trailer for Kids, and then we're gonna come back because this joint is bugged out.
Woo!
That was 1995 Kids.
Directed by Larry Clark. And it was written by Larry Clark, Harvey Korman. He the one that, you know, he came up with the story when he was like 13 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, this joint was crazy, man. This, like, I didn't catch this until I was like maybe a couple years back.
Okay.
I was, 1995, definitely. So it probably was like 2001, something like that by the time I caught up to this, man. But this joint was crazy, man.
Listen, I seen this in the movies. Because I read about it. First I read about it was NC-17. You know, it's one of those. I get there, I'm watching the movie, and I'm watching, they rolling a blunt on the screen. It was a tutorial.
Yeah.
I've never seen nothing like that ever in my life. It blew my mind. I'm looking around the movie theater like, where am I?
Anybody else seeing it?
Yeah, like, am I seeing this?
Am I high?
I wasn't even high on it at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was sober. You know what I'm saying? I literally learned how to roll an L from kids.
Wow.
I can't even fraud, bro. Because they give you the break. That's a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother thing. We're about to go into a whole nother thing.
The movie stars Leo Fitzpatrick. You know what I'm saying? Justin Pierce. Got a young Rosario Dawson.
Young Rosario Dawson.
Yeah. Ooh. Salute.
I love her.
And this was a raw movie, man. It almost looked documentary style the way they shot it.
Well, you know, a lot of the scenes were unscripted. You know what I mean?
It looked like it.
Yeah, a lot of the scenes were unscripted, man. But this was awesome what they did to this, man. This was a dope flick, gritty, grimy, real.
The guy Harmony, when he wrote it, he based it on all his experience just being in New York. Like even when they beat the ball, he said they filmed it a couple feet from where he actually saw it happen. So that's why a lot of the scenes in the movie, it'd be real. It'd be certified realness. You know
Listen, this flick is dope, man. All of these flicks you need to check out. This flick, Kids, though, I know, because it didn't get a lot of press. It ain't like something like Goonies that you all saw.
Nah.
You know what I mean? This didn't get a whole lot of press. If you get a chance to check it out, check it out. Sit your teenagers down. Tell them to check it out. Because this is how real it is, man. That shit is like, it lets them know, like, yo, it's some real crazy, vicious shit out here, man.
And it's too real to not address.
Yeah.
Because it's really a powerful thing to really see.
Yeah.
The lens that these kids will go to, it's scary.
Yeah, it's a scary flick. It's a scary flick.
But bottom line, this movie is not for the little kids, but for younger kids, you want to school to how things really go. Put them on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You watch it first and you decide. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Case by case basis. You know what I mean?
But that's all we gotta say, man. There's kid flicks that ain't for kids. You know what I mean?
That's how we do. We just come up with the random shit that
there you go, man. You know what I mean? Tricks is for kids. These flicks ain't. You know what I mean? Straight up. You know what I mean? That's where it is. But that's the end of the show. What's going on, Tanner?
Oh man, we got a few things coming up. I don't even
we got a few things coming. We're about to start hitting the streets, and the next, not this week coming, the week after that, we're gonna be out in the streets. We got a really special show for y'all. Y'all have to check that out.
Most definitely.
I need y'all to check that out, and I also need y'all to subscribe to the YouTube page. Shameless promotion once again. Like us on Film Freaks.
Yes.
Like us on Facebook. Definitely. Like the Film Freaks on Facebook at facebook.com/freaksforfilms. You can search us on YouTube. The Film Freaks.
Yes.
And check out all of the episodes that we're doing. We're continuously pumping them out. We're getting positive feedback, so we're gonna continue to put out positive
Thanks for everybody
shows.
showing us love. You know
Thanks for everybody showing mad love for us. You know what I mean? We love y'all.
We do this for the culture.
We doing it for the culture. That New Jack shit. You know what I mean? But that's the dope, man. So we'll be back next week with a brand new show. We'll be back the week after that with another dope brand new show, and we just gonna be hitting y'all in the head, man. Getting ready for this cruel summer, man.
This summer gonna be crazy.
Yo, we gonna kill y'all this summer. You know, we like, these dudes is crazy vicious. You know what I mean? Where did they find these dudes, man? Where did they get them from?
Listen, as long as this film pumping, then we gonna be out here doing our thing. That's what we do.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So
we're gonna finish up these toasters, you know what I mean?
Hey man, I'm almost done, but you already know. Salute, enjoy.